Hello everyone, and welcome back to another PrizeCP Roblox Studio tutorial. In our tutorial for today, we're going to build an explosion event where there would be random explosions all over the place. Now this tutorial is going to be something like a review. So basically we're going to combine what we learned in the past couple of lessons into this one lesson. To start, you can see here I have an exploding drop in my workspace. Now let's go to the exploding drop. You can see that I have a sound file in there and a script. In my script, I'm just going to wait for a total of 8 seconds here, a 5 and a 3. So basically it's going to wait for 8 seconds and then it's going to change the color of the part. That means that the part is about to explode. So it changes to really red and then it waits for 1 second. Then it's going to start the explosion. So for the explosion, I'm going to play the sound file, which is the file I have here. And then I created the explosion. I positioned the explosion right where my part is. So the explosion is going to be, it's going to happen exactly at the exact location of my part, of my exploding drop. That's what this line here does. And I set the blast radius to 10. I'm going to wait for 0.5 of a second. Then I'm going to destroy the part. So I'm going to destroy everything here after 0.5 of a second. Let's take a look. So I'm gonna have about 8 seconds before it explodes. There's my exploding drop. It changes color and then it exploded. Wow, look at that. It took away my leg and my forearm, but it didn't kill me. Let me see if I can still hop around. Oh, look at that. I'm a one-legged person. The explosion would kill you if it breaks your neck, but if it breaks your limbs, you can still, hop around. Alright, so that's how the exploding drop works, and most of this we learned in our last lesson. So if you want more details on how this works, you can refer back to the previous lesson for more details. Now I'm going to remove this wait here. So instead of waiting for 8 seconds before it explodes, I'm just going to wait for 3 seconds. Then it's going to change the color and then it's going to start to explode, right? Now I'm gonna move this exploding drop together with the sound file and the script. Let me close this now. We're gonna move it to the server storage. So that's where we're gonna store it inside the server storage. And now we're gonna go to the server script service. We're gonna add a script where we're gonna build the exploding event. In my script, I'm gonna start by waiting for 10 seconds. So I want 10 seconds to pass before the event starts. And now I'm going to declare my local variable to reference to my exploding drop. So I'm going to say local. And let's say, let's call it exploding drop. Exploding drop. We'll set it equals to game.server storage dot exploding drop. Next, I'm gonna have a while loop to create my random exploding drop. So I'm gonna say while wait for 0.03 of a second. I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna declare a local variable to copy this exploding drop from the server storage. So I'm not gonna use this drop, but I'm gonna make a copy of it. So let's say eCopy for a copy of the exploding drop equals to exploding drop colon clone. So we're using the clone method to make a copy of this exploding drop. Again, a lot of the things in this tutorial, in this lesson, you have learned them in previous lessons. So if you want more details, just refer back to the previous lessons for more details. Now let's move our new copy of the exploding drop to the workspace. So we're going to set the parent of eCopy to the workspace. So eCopy.parent equals to game.workspace. Now remember, the script here inside the exploding drop it's not gonna run while it's inside the server storage. But as soon as you move it to the workspace, right? As soon as it's inside the workspace, it's gonna start to run. So it's gonna start to wait for 3 seconds. Then it's gonna change the color of my part. Then it's gonna wait for 1 more second. And then it's gonna create the explosion here. Okay, let me close this. Next, we're gonna have to set the position of that exploding drop. So we're gonna say ecopy.position, which is the position of the exploding drop. And we're gonna give it a vector 3. So a vector 3 is gonna define the position of the part. And the vector 3 has an x, y, and z component. So for the x component, I'm gonna give it a random number between -100 and 100. For the y component, I'm gonna give it a number between 1 and 30. So that's the height. The y is the height of the drop. It's gonna be from 1 to 30. And the x and z, the z component, is gonna be anywhere between -100 and 100. This statement here is gonna give me a totally random position for my exploding drop. And to make it more interesting, here's what else I'm gonna add. So I'm giving it a random number between 1 and 3, right? And I say if the number is 2, I'm gonna anchor that part. So if the random number is 2, the part is gonna be stuck in the air. Otherwise, it's gonna drop to the ground. So 1/3, maybe about 1/3 of the drops are gonna be stuck in the air, and the rest is gonna drop to the ground. Let's do a quick recap on how this works. When I enter the script, I'm defining my exploding drop inside the server storage, right? And then I have an infinite while loop here, so it's gonna keep on running. For each iteration, it's gonna make a copy of that drop in the server storage. It's gonna move it to the workspace. It's gonna give it a random position, right? And then it's gonna determine whether the part is gonna be stuck in the air or it's gonna drop to the ground. Let's now play and take a look. So here we are. Let's give it a few seconds for the event to start. It should start. Oh, it started already. Let me see if I can run through it. So far, so good. Oh, no, that was so close. Ah, it got me. Look at my head. It blew my head away. Let me try one more time. This is so dangerous. Almost made it. I'm on the other side. Look at that. I made it. But still, I have to make my way back. I gotta return back. Let me see if I can get back in one piece. Wow, that looks dangerous up there. A lot of explosions up there. Whoa, that was so... Oh! I'm dead. Alright guys, that's how you make an... Oh. Okay guys, that's how you make a random explosion event in Roblox. We'll see you next time and be safe.